Hey everyone, how you doing today? Thought I'd take another look at the workshop and see what was out there, and a lot of very cool creations to check out again this week. So everything being shown today is in Reforged Eden 2. I don't believe all the creations are necessarily for that, but we will take a look at their stats as we go through it. So the very first creation here today is the Kriel Weevil by Kainne, and very cool big drill CB miner. Definitely has the Kriel look going on for it. Actually, everything looks like it's right on the money with the texturing and coloring, and the overall shape kind of looks a little bit like some kind of insect of some origin. That's kind of goes with the Kriel insects and like deep sea creature looks and things like that. So yeah, this looks really nice. Also, just a side note too, I've been working on a new big drill CB miner. I tried something last week, and I made a little video about that. And I wasn't too happy with what I had built, but I didn't really quite understand how the big drills were working for CB miners. And my design and layout was trying to do something that they didn't really do, and that's have like a boring version or another tunnel boring miner. That could go underground and make a hole for itself, basically, which doesn't really work out with these kind of drills. You do use them differently. They are pretty inexpensive for how fast they can actually drill if used correctly. And I'll do another video on that probably Monday, showing the new miner and how to properly use these drills that I learned. Kind of learned a lot of this stuff from comments too, and then I did some trial and error on the sides. But as in this miner here, this looks awesome. I noticed the time of day is changing pretty drastically too, which is kind of cool to see how this lights up in the dark, basically, kind of bioluminescent, which is cool. It's basically kind of the idea behind it with all the purple texture lights and everything like that. I'm not sure if the thrusters are on this one right now. They are not. I'm gonna turn those on too. Get to see all the thrusters roll in there. But yeah, very nice looking build here. I'm going to stop the day and nighttime thing so you can see this right now. I'll show it at night too, just to get that going. But yeah, let's go flying around this a little bit here. Check the underside here. Really cool pipe work going on there. A lot of, yeah, all the textures and everything are right on spot here with Kriel as well. One thing with Kriel is when I first started them, actually, I think the first released creation was a Kriel base. And I was using some textures on the base that you can't use on CVs or SVs or anything that moves, basically. So, yeah, you are a little bit more limited on moving creations with Kriel with the texture palette if you're doing anything that moves. It's dependent on a few textures that are with, like, your concrete and things like that. But yeah, very nice looking build here. We do have a couple of spotlights up front, a couple of those big CV drills over there. Also, looks like we do have a decent amount of drone defense. So we got 3 turrets on the upside. There might be something on the bottom side. Maybe not there. Sentry gun on the back. Another, yeah, that 3rd turret there. And let's see if this is a long-range radar or not. It is a placeholder. Okay, so obviously you can pop in on a long-range radar right there if you want, which is really cool. It's nice to have a location to add that. It's a very handy thing to have, especially on a miner, especially a CV miner that would be doing a lot of asteroid mining and things like that. So yeah, very cool. All right, so here, I'm going to adjust the lights. We're going to go a little bit darker than normal with this, try to get that eerie look. And here, let me get out of God mode. We'll walk right into the hangar here. Now we had a front loading or a front door ramp as well to get in here, but yeah, it looks really nice. I'm gonna up the light a little bit more here, just so we can see some of that fine detail in there too. Yeah, it's rough on planets with the lighting there. So yeah, very nice. So you come into a hangar, super detailed. I like all the block work coming out around with the support beams that are all kind of wavy and curvy. Another characteristic with Kriel is trying to be a little bit on the organic side. are kind of like biomechanical. So some areas of it look organic, and other areas look like uh, mechanical. So that's kind of one of the several different looks of Kriel, I suppose. So it looks like inside of here we do have a good sized turbine sitting right back over here too. It looks like actually a large turbine on just this side over here. We got a med bay O2. On the other side we got a warp drive behind the nice glass window here. That looks really nice too. Really sharp on the wall design there. I definitely like that. And yeah, as we move forward here, let's see, got a detector installed, so that's good. So obviously you can put in a long range radar as well, and when you do that you would remove the detector. It looks like our main core, I believe, is right below that detector, and we've got a walkway out this way. Looks like we got some LCDs chilling up back over here, kind of a back room. Oh, I like the ceiling. That's neat. The walls kind of like wrap around, or at least, yeah, that's freaky. Oh, that's really cool too. Oh, that's that weird funky block. There's a yeah, this block over here, but man, that texture's up really cool. Especially with the texture selected there. That's neat. Never thought of using that. I don't think I ever did use that in one of my own Kriel builds. But that is a excellent idea, because that looks really cool. Looks almost like a part, you know. So here, let me get over to the other side over here. So it looks like we got a medical bay, armor locker, I think armor repair right behind that. All our specialized equipment right in the area here. So yeah, it looks like it's really kind of set up to have everything, and then I've obviously had your regular med bay and O2 down there. And then you kind of walk up into the front here. You've got this is our boarding ramp. Oh, that's done differently with the doors, like 2 doors on the side. I'll have to check the P menu options, see if there's some options to open all these up and whatnot. That's a cool way to do it. This is a really cool block trick going on over here too, having kind of different curves, and then you have that exposed surface between the 2 curves, and then you use that as a texture light. What's actually, yeah, that actually looks really cool that way. Up front here we got a weapon locker, and it looks like some storage boxes over there, and another place to put some items in that box there. And then up into the pilot seat, and right above the pilot seat we do have a looks like a drone hatch too. Let me see how that works out. The light on there. Oh, okay, so that's probably just big enough to get out, and it does have a force field. Well, actually, it's just a door right there. Oh, that's interesting. So that's probably big enough to move a drone out, or maybe even the player itself. I never tried. I think you could, though. Yeah, if you're especially in space and stuff, you could kind of angle your body that way, and I believe you can fit through there. I'm sure that was all tested too. That's kind of neat. I like how that's set up there. That works out okay. That's a way to kind of conceal it even more and protect the drone hatch a little bit more. But yeah, very nice. Plus you got the hangar space, so you can park something else in here as well. Yeah, very cool. I know the author was really working hard at this, trying to get everything all tweaked out and working right, and the CPU going correctly, and all the things here. And I'm kind of curious on the price too. It's using the smaller thrusters and the fairly inexpensive turrets, and these drills aren't terribly expensive either. So I don't really see anything on here that would scream like that this is going to cost a lot or be a high CPU creation. But let's take a look at the numbers here and see how this all checks out. So unlock level 15. So that's actually pretty low for a CV miner. Size class 3, doing 35 forward, 24 strafing, 35 lift, 35 reverse, 21 down. 4 fuel tanks, 6 oxygen tanks. We do have an alarm sentry, and looks like 1 retractable sentry gun, our 2 drills, a detector, and 3 Gatling turrets. Yeah, this part's really cool over here on the resources and time. 3 hour and 2 minute build time, but I'm looking at the resources that it takes, and there's nothing tricky whatsoever here. Very straightforward. No, I don't need any parts from stores or or finds from loot finds from POIs or anything like that. Yeah, very, very inexpensive, easy to get resources for this. So again, too, in my further testing on this kind of drill for a CV, if you use them right, and they will, when you're drilling, they will change color on your like heads up display for the drills. And when they're red, they're actually drilling. When they're, I think, gray or green, then they're not. And it's basically like you kind of move in position, and then you just sit there and you let the drills run, and they keep on boring out a larger and larger area around the drills. And then once they hit that, you kind of move forward a little bit and do it again. But when you do it that way, they actually do bring in quite a lot of resources pretty fast, far more than you would get off at like a SV miner or things like that. So it actually does work out pretty good. And as you can see with the resource costs on here, this is really quite inexpensive to use. So CPU wise on this, it's also a Core 1. Check that out. Yeah, just under 200,000 CPU. So that's another reason why it's so inexpensive, is it's not using a whole bunch more CPU cores in the build here. Let's see, beyond that, 64,000, or I'm sorry, 6,487 on its shield strength here. I just wanted to check out a couple other aspects here. Oh, we got some really cool color coding in the device manager in here as well. I was just going to basically check on the warp drive. And I wanted to see if we had a... I don't think it's in that group right now. It's like I don't really want to sort the group up because this is kind of arranged differently. I just want to see what kind of warp drive it has. I'm going to do it anyway. I shouldn't mess up anything for anybody by doing this. So it is a standard, 30 light year warp drive, which, you know, honestly is fine for its cost. If you would have went to the 60, then you would have had to bring it up to a Core 2 build, and then you would have introduced a bunch more resources, both for the warp drive and the CPU core that you would have needed for that. So trying to keep it very inexpensive, actually, for what it is. Yeah, I see exactly why the author did that, and I would have done the same thing. So that is really, really cool. So storage, yeah, I like the coloring here. It kind of goes with the Kriel with that purple and yeah, that darker look there. So we got two 14K ammo boxes, harvest bay at 320K, and a main storage bay at 630K, plus some other sort boxes in the mix here. So yeah, good amount of harvest storage, good amount of main storage, so you can move stuff off from there to your main storage too, things from the harvest bay. One thing I didn't really look at too much, and it looks like there's LCDs around that aren't on right now. I'm kind of wondering if I don't have some things on. Oh, micro warp. Oh, this has the micro warp option on it too. Alarm turret. Yeah, so the micro warp thing, that should allow you to get from like asteroid to asteroid in space faster, without having to like fly at normal space cruising speed to there. You can kind of like get there quickly. I do have to test that in game, but that is really, really cool option as well. That would speed up your mining expedition even more. Up top over here too, there's a lot of stuff. I'm gonna just kind of buzz up here a little bit, look around. Very, very cool. Now, as in production, I was kind of looking for like crafting equipment and stuff like that. It does have a small constructor back over here, and it kind of looks like there's a location for a small constructor right over here too. And there is this LCD, which is kind of bothering me because I don't see it on. I don't know why or what that LCD has in it. It looks like it's got a full set of LCD stuff in there, but it's not active. Oh. Small constructor. Oh, wait a minute. Am I missing a P menu option? I thought this did have displays for all that, but I'm not seeing them here for some odd reason. Yeah, there is info LCDs in the build here telling you where to put upgradable parts. It's also cool. Yeah, you do got the big old turbine in here too. That's That's freaking me out, though. I thought the turbines required different parts that I didn't see in the build costs. Let me look again. Yeah, I could have swore these turbines, especially the large one like that, needed certain items you would get from a POI or a store. But yeah, I don't see those in the build cost, so maybe they're just cheaper now and just use the regular resources. But yeah, that's basically residual power as well. So yeah, very, very cool build here, definitely. Really set up well with the numbers, and I think it would actually do really good for like asteroid mining. Obviously, this season on the Anvil server, you can use this on the surface of a planet as well. I have to see how that works out. I think it should work out fine, though, especially if you use the drills properly and don't try to like bore into the hole that you're drilling. That just does not work with this kind of drill setup. It's nothing to do with the author either. It's just the drills themselves don't pull it off. They don't have a big enough bore radius to make that happen. It appears, at least. So yeah, very, very cool build. Again, this is the Kriel Weevil RE2 by Kainne. Very, very cool. Awesome work on doing the Kriel too, and with the colors and the textures and the texture lights and the wavy stuff going on with the block work and everything like that. Very, very cool. All right, so the next build here, we're going back to Star Wars here, and we got a big old Star Destroyer here. Actually, Star Wars Imperial Star Destroyer by Aji Weber. Odgeweber. So yeah, let's check out this. This really looks like a pretty nice replica of a Star Destroyer, especially for Empyrion blocks. Again, you have to do some tricks on the hull to pull off the angles needed for a Star Destroyer that the blocks in the game don't actually do. But really like the pattern and the combination of blocks that the author used to pull off this angle too. It looks actually pretty neat. Even a little bit of a distance. I mean, the angle is right on the money there with the right ratio, I guess you could say, which is more like I think it's like a 3-to-1, or basically 3 blocks this way, 1 block out. And if you follow that pattern throughout here, yeah, it's pretty much the same all the way across. Yeah, that really looks like a Star Destroyer too. I'm just looking at all the structures up over here and the big old bridge over there, and how all this was done in this section here too. Looks really cool. Now, we looked at a creation kind of like this not too long ago. Maybe it was by the same author. I don't think so. I don't know. That's a nice looking Star Destroyer though. Really shapely. I mean, really hitting all the cues for it. In fact, hold on. I got to look at this from like over here. Like, imagine that sitting over a mountain. Yeah, that looks nice. That looks nice. Really nice job on this whole structure over here as well. Taking a look at the back there, looks like we got, yeah, some big old thrusters in there. Actually, the real thrusters are over here. These are just the big Star Destroyer looking thrusters here with all kinds of techie stuff on the underside there. That looks really cool as well. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, and some other angles too are impossible to do with the Empyrion blocks, like trying to pull off this angled 22.5 degree body line over here. Yeah, there's just no blocks to be able to do that. So you got to kind of improvise a little bit there. But again, the author did a really good job on hitting the overall shape and dimensions and all that of the build, and the texturing on it too. Just all this stuff. I mean, these things are gigantic in the shows and movies and everything like that. And obviously, this would be quite a miniaturized version of one. But yeah, really cool how it's set up there. The bridge is wild too. Let's take a closer look at the bridge. up here. Oh, I like it's got the roundy bits over here, which are kind of like some big old tank things on the actual Star Destroyers. Looks like we got like a pilot seat or like our bridge windows right over there. And yeah, definitely like that whole armored plating around that section. That looks good. And the big neck over here on the back, that looks really good as well. So yeah, very, very cool Star Destroyer. Yeah, we also got our like landing or hangar bay on the bottom side too, just like they do have. Drop off all the stormtroopers and equipment and everything like that when they are going around. That's cool. Yeah, double hangar doors on the front side and the back side there. I seen some blinky lights when they're in there too. Yeah, it's a big thing. You can just that one shot from the original Star Wars movie where you see like this chasing the Princess Leia's little ship there. Yeah, it would work too. It's amazing how smooth those angles look on the side. On despite having to do a lot of block changes and things like that to pull that off, but yeah, those angles do look smooth. I like the cut-ins over here in various areas on that wedge shape, like right over here and right back over here as well. So all right, now as in interior and stuff, I don't know how this is all working out yet. Let me look around for an access door. I didn't actually see one. Well, except for the hangar. Let's go on through there. Let me go on through the front side first here. Let me adjust the lights. Ooh, that's pretty dark. Keep them on a little bit here, and we'll see what it looks like first here. Oh yeah, look at the front here. Big old cargo hall here. Oh, we got some side directions here to go. Hold on, I'm gonna try going a little bit darker with the lights. See if that actually it's getting brighter, isn't it? Let's try it there. See what happens. So yeah, a lot of room up in the front hangar there, a tall hangar too. So, but yeah, look at these wild staircases off the side here. That is pretty tripped out. Excuse me. Maybe I went a little too dark. I always do that. Okay, so let's keep it like that. So no door on that way. Let's go this way. So this is getting. Oh, I didn't even notice this when looking at the hangar. So you got like some landing pads off to the side of the top entryway to the hangar, and that kind of loops. Kind of just goes right to about there. So I guess you could. Yeah. Okay. So no door right there. Looks like I'm gonna have to my God mode over to the other hangar here. Yeah. So this would be our main hangar. I like the general texture look of this whole area too. It does look very Star Wars with the grays and the like the texture lights, the way those are done up, the framework around the hangar. Multiple levels here. It looks like these are probably meant for a bunch of TIE fighters that would get docked up in these areas here. Then you got some lower landing pads off to the sides and your larger landing pads in the center. You do have hangar bay doors coming into the sides over here to get in this section as well. And then we got a repair bay right over here, so plenty of room to get something in, especially over by the big side doors to the hangar. Yeah, look at these. There's like other pits out in the air, or kind of hallways or hangars off to the sides over there as well. That's very cool. I'm gonna keep on walking as far as I can go here. So it looks like we got a couple elevators. Let's go up to the next deck, which looks like it's right here. So we got kind of a overlook over the hangar area, a bunch of consoles, and wow, all kinds of stuff in here. A big med bay, it looks like. Yeah, multiples of the medical equipment of all the different types. It looks like, and we got some like little stasis chambers or I don't know, medical supplies up in there. Our regular med bay itself. We got armor repairs up over here. And I think that's it for this deck. But yeah, it looks really cool too. Actually, The red tint coming off from them other people. Oh, that goes away when I turn down the lights a little bit. That's probably from outside. That looks really cool too. Just the red glow you're getting on those pieces. Oh, that's probably from the light right here. That's cool. Very, very nice. Oh, let's go up to... I'm just trying to look at all sides here to see where our next door might be. And it might be all the way up to the top. Oh, we're in some dark hallway over here. Got a staircase. Wow, this is kind of a trip walking through here. So this, okay, so there's another elevator there. Big stair here. I'm sorry, it's really dark. And let's go a little brighter here. Where does this go? So this goes, I don't know. We're somewhere now. We got another hallway off to the side over there. But I'm seeing a bunch of stuff up front here. Let's go check that out. So it looks like a fuel room, and these areas here certainly look like they're for additional parts. So we got a warp drive up in the ceiling there in that glass cage. Yeah, a lot of rows of fuel in here. Look at that, just big towers of fuel. Very Star Wars looking with that. And Pentaxa tank there. Obviously the warp drive was up there. Looks like our main core is right in that location. Oxygen tanks as well. Again, it looks like there's room for more parts. So a lot of these pipes look like they would go to maybe some small shield parts, I would guess, or something like that. Something that would fit there that would work with that. I want to see what's out this door over here a second. Oh, another hallway. We're going to have to backtrack quite a bit. Okay, so we got a couple advanced generators up in this front room here. It's probably really quite hardened, too. I mean, you know, if you're going to use this in combat. I didn't see any guns on it right now, at least. But a design like this would allow you to put on an amazing amount of guns. Or maybe it does have a lot of guns, and they're all retracted right now. We'll find out. Alright, so I'm going to head... Well, hold on. I gotta check out one of these side hallways too. Where do they go? Wow, another big staircase going down this way. To some other side rooms here. Into some more hallways. What we got over here? Wow, that's a hallway. There's a lot of hallways. Where does this go? Wow. I don't even know where we're at. Okay, so we came out to the main hangar over here. We got hallways upon hallways. Okay, so, well, I said main hangar. I was the open air hangar. So we're back to the actual main hangar this time here. Just some different ways to get around there. Yep, I think all those are going to go to that hangar bay there. Oh, this is... Oh, okay, this is... Yeah, these are kind of like hangar bays over here, too, for other creations. Maybe some SVs, HVs, things like that. Here, I'm going to God mode over to... Back... no, not to there. Here, I want to get back up to where I once was. I think somewhere around here there was a elevator. Yeah, the back of the ship here. This probably goes to the bridge. No, we got another deck here too. Hold on. So we're not up to the bridge yet. Or did I go through this one? Nope. Nope, this is new. Oh, wow. So, yeah, like a medical bay, research lab. So we got our shower and toilets. Very clean. And we got a secondary one of these on the other side here. Kind of like some different labs. A little different layout on how this stuff's arranged. But basically like a big bathroom. And over here we got crew quarters here for all the stormtroopers. chill out over here. They got a plant. Yep, more crew rooms. I think this whole hallway might be a lot of crew rooms. Yeah, definitely a lot of crew space here. I'll just see if they're pretty much. I think they're all going to be the same. Yeah, they all got a plant though. That's important. Got to keep that morale up. You know, that's it's all gray. Hey, seeing that green in there makes the stormtroopers feel a little bit better, I think. All right, so let's go back up this elevator, and this should get us up to the bridge. I'm guessing. Oh, wow, not quite yet, though. So we got a teleporter right over here. They had one heck of a staircase coming up into this area. And now we are to the upper bridge. Weapons and thrusters. And our pilot seat over here. And it looks like we got some passenger seats with some consoles right down on that side. And then over here, it kind of looks like, is this a crafting production area? No, we got a lot of computer terminals over here and stuff like that. But yeah, I keep on thinking, if you were using this, you wanted like a production area close to the bridge and everything, this would be a great place for it. You got plenty of height on the ceiling to fit constructors, and you probably got quite a lot of them up in there. Yeah, just look at the other side. Yep. Yeah, so I think this was generally made to be, you know, a replica of a Star Destroyer, which is, you know, really hard to pull off with Empyrion blocks that don't have the angles and stuff needed to really pull this off. But the author did an awesome job at it, which is really, really, really cool. Oh, wait a minute. We're not quite done yet. Actually, there's a staircase over here, too. Ah, there's a balcony up here. A couple more passenger seats above the main bridge area. Yeah, very cool. A lot of room, too. I mean, if you're going to, like, move into the ship and want to do all the Empyrion stuff in it, you got a lot of room to do that in. You can set up shop anywhere you really wanted to. So, yeah, that is cool. That is cool. All right, let's take a look at some numbers here. Yeah, nice presence of the ship here. So, unlock level 25, size class 40. Hold on. Let's turn on the thrusters. I'm gonna turn on the weapons. Well, I didn't see any other P menu options. Oh, we need more fuel too. All right, so back over here. So we move 5 forward, 5 strafing, 5 lift, 5 reverse, and 5 down. It does have. Wow, I didn't see these. They were hidden. They're probably out now. I can see them over there now. 8 retractable artillery turrets and 3 laser cannons and a detector. So it does have some guns. 38 hour and 12-minute build time. I'm starting to think that I missed a farming section here on the ship. I'm seeing an awful lot of nutrient solution, and I didn't come across a farm yet. I might have to take a look at that. CPU wise, it is. Let me see what kind of core configuration it has on it. Here, let me sort this a second. Core 4, okay. So it basically got 1 basic and 2 improved CPU cores in it currently. This is achievable though. The CPU with like a auxiliary core 2 plus your core 9 setup, I think you can achieve that CPU and balance it out even in Reforged Eden 2. Now it doesn't really have a vanilla CPU setup in it either. I think this one would. I don't know. It's not that high. I would have to see how it would work out with vanilla. Also, shield strength, pretty big on this one, 192,296. That has a lot to do with the amount of how big it is, how many blocks are on it. Each block adds a little bit to the shield overall size and strength. So being a big creation like this, even if it was built out of steel, would have a pretty big shield on it. And then, oh wow, this is combat steel. Oh wow, yeah, that's I didn't expect that. So this is all combat steel on the outer hull here. Let me fly around a little bit on the inside. Oh, here's the 3 laser cannons right at the nose. And there is, yeah, there's a bunch more space up in here. Look at that. This is all on the inside front nose area. So that's like a big, wow. Okay. This is a big creation, by the way. This is no joke in size here. And this is our interior areas all throughout inside of this area. We have our actual thrusters for the ship on the inside here. Yeah, that would look kind of dumb being on the outside, being this kind of Star Destroyer that doesn't use like that kind of thrust on the other directions. But I still didn't find a farm. Let me go into some of these buildings. Oh yeah, I know. Oh yeah, there's a production area here. I missed this area too when I was going through it. But I'm kind of ghosting around here a little, or god moding around here a little bit. But that's cool. Lights, light. So yeah, look at all the armor lockers. We got a advanced constructor over to the side. We got a bunch of in and out boxes for production. And on the other side, we got more. So yeah, it does have a pretty good production area. I must have missed a whole deck on this, or maybe it didn't take a hallway all the way through. But I think there's a farm. Yeah, here's a farm. How do we access this? Yeah, there's a lot of hallways in here, but yeah, there is a farming section here too. Oh yeah, it looks like we got all our grow lights installed in here already. One on that side and another one on the other side. So yeah, a good amount of farm plots in here as well. Oh wow, this is like a like the I don't know, captain's or Vader's suite over here, I would say. Kind of oh yeah, that's looking all dark Imperial there. That's doing it up. Yeah, so I'd say Vader's room right over there. So yeah, very, very cool. Let's take a look at one last aspect here. I want to take a look at the storage. So quite a lot of storage here. Looks like we've got, I think these are interesting. They're 16K. I'm not sure if these are boxes. They could be boxes. We got 4 ammo boxes at 14K a piece. A lot of sort boxes, but I didn't actually see any. I don't think I'm seeing any controllers on here, so I think it's all box based, which is totally fine too. So yeah, very, very cool. Again, this is the Star Wars Imperial Star Destroyer by Aji Weber. If I said that correctly, I probably said it wrong. But yeah, very, very cool, iconic replica of a Star Destroyer here, done in Empyrion blocks. Which again, yeah, it's rough to pull off, but very, very, very cool. All right, so let's see, where do we go? Our next build here, got some smaller ones here for a second. Let me get this one powered up. So here we have the TF-28 Yatogami, Yatogami, Y-A-T-O-G-A-M-I, and this is by Armsua, who's been really building a lot of very, very cool creations, quite a variety of them. This one is another SV fighter, very sleek and cool looking one here, using the X-wing cockpit on this one. So it's a 2-block center beam on it. We got, oh, I like this setup over here. We got a Gatling gun off to one side, and the other side looks like it has a one of the more advanced detectors. Then we got a bunch of missiles over here. Oh, I like how the one's different than the others. Those are cool. Bomb launchers. And I'm just checking out. Okay, so that's a EMP bomb launcher, and these are regular bomb launchers. That looks cool. All under wing. Looks very realistic that way. No, we got some, maybe these are just used for visual effect, but yeah, you can back into something and dock to it. But those parts there just look really cool anyway. So it could be kind of used for some docking, but also just looks very, very cool. Yeah, nice looking fighter ship here. I don't believe we have an interior space. I was looking to see if there was any access doors or anything like that around the hall here. I don't think so. And it looks pretty tight. It's not that big, and there's obviously you can see quite a few thrusters in here. Pretty interesting how this is done. I think our strafing thrusters are kind of like facing inward, so they can kind of hide them, but still see some cool looking part of them there. So I bet you that is the case on the inside here. Yep, they are facing each other. Just gonna fly through on the inside, see what we see. I'm not sure if this has warp or what parts it might have. I guess it's gonna be pretty hard to find out. We'll look at the stats. Generators in there. Looks like we got additional shield parts, I do believe. All kinds of stuff in there. Main core in here, storage controller or ammo controller probably. Yeah, that is cool. Top down look is really cool too. I like these side wings that kind of look like they fold out there. Then you got your tail wings, your main wings. Nice looking color scheme and textures. Yeah, very, very cool. Let's take a look at some numbers here. So unlock level 25, size class 1, 95 forward, 45 strafing, 55 lift, 58 reverse, 48 down. Got 6 fuel tanks, 2 oxygen tanks. Advanced detector. Does have that Gatling gun we've seen on the front, plus our bomb launcher. So this is a bomber for sure. It can do 2 EMP bombs, 4 regular bombs. 1 hour and 41 minute build time. It does need a little bit of plasma converters. Maybe some of the thrusters are that, or maybe some of the other parts use them. It does have 2 quantum processors in here, so I'm thinking this is a Core 9, if I'm to guess. I think that is what it is. Let's see here. Yeah, if we were to take a look, we sort that real quick. Yeah, Core 9, so your 2 basic, 2 improved, 2 advanced, and 2 superior cores. It does have a stock shield on here, just under 15,000. And storage-wise, so we got ammo controller at 2363, and then a protection tank for the shield. Now, as in warp, I didn't see one in here, but I think we just have a protection tank here. Yeah, I don't believe this has a warp drive in it. So yeah, very, very cool build here. Nice SV bomber. Definitely focused on bomber, doing bombing runs. Plus, you got a Gatling gun to shoot down some drones and things like that on the way. So yeah, very, very cool. Again, this is the TF-28 Yadogami by Armsua. Very, very cool. All right, let me power you off, and let's look at the next creation over here. This looks pretty cool too. So this is the Orion 2 RE2 by Nitro Romance. And this looks like it is a... hold on, I got to make sure I'm looking at it. I'm pretty sure those are guns. Yes, a bunch of laser cannons there. Rail guns. And yeah, rail guns and laser cannons. So yeah, definitely an SV fighter. Yeah, so shield takedown, and then use the rail guns to hit the internal components or turrets of an enemy POI or spaceship. We got one of the fancy detectors back over here. We also have some looks like 4 Gatling turrets on here, or minigun turrets. I think that is the proper name for them, minigun turrets. No, they are Gatling turrets. Okay, I had it right. Yeah, and quite a few spotlights on here. Nice looking hull. I like the all the extra texture lights coming off the sides here, and kind of the blue and white combination with its color scheme. Thrusters look like they're well placed over here. We got our rear strafing thrusters there. A couple forward thrusters. Oh, really? Small shield booster. Remove LCD and thruster. Huh. You would remove the thruster to put in a shield there. That's interesting. Or maybe, was it? Huh, okay. I guess they would fit there. Wait a minute. Remove shield booster. No, I'm sorry, small shield booster. Remove LCD and thruster. I don't exactly know how that would work out. I mean, if you took out your thrusters, then you wouldn't have any thrusters going forward. So I I don't know how that would work out. Obviously, the shield boosters could fit in there. Or maybe you just take out one and leave the other one. For increased shield protection and things like that. Just kind of looking around on the build here, see if it did have any compartments or any way in. I don't think this one does either. Let me fly inside the hull. Wait, we got there. Okay, light Gatling turret, remove LCD and deck. Oh, okay, so another place for a turret right there. I like the info LCDs on here, kind of pointing those things out. That's very cool. So yeah, okay, no interior space on this one. Just trying to see if it had a warp drive in here. We do have some small shield parts in here too. CPU cores. I don't think this one has a warp either, which is fine. Honestly, I don't think you need it necessarily with this kind of build. I would, if I had a a fighter like this, I would usually transport it around with the CV and then bring it to where I needed the fighter to be shooting at, and then go from there. So it probably wouldn't need a warp drive. It's a pretty big part. It takes up a lot of room and sucks up some of your CPU too. So if you can not have one, that'll allow you to have more guns and stuff for the same cost. All right, very cool. Let's take a look at some numbers here. Unlock level 25, size class 1, 44, 33 strafing, 40 lift, 40 reverse, 31 down. Got 7 fuel tanks, 5 oxygen tanks. So 8 light cannon medium launchers, 4 light cannon or light Gatling turrets, a railgun heavy, 4 of them, and an advanced detector. 2-hour and 43-minute build time. This one is going to use quite a lot of quantum processors and auxiliary cores. 1 sec here. Yeah. So, all right, let's take a look at how this is set up. So it's CPU wise, it's going to 50,000. Yeah, allocated 50,353. That's going to translate to a 417. It's looking like. Yeah, it looks like it has a nice weapon loadout on it. It would be pretty useful for everything. But I really, I keep on, like a build like this, I really wish it could have all the stuff it's got and be, maybe slightly above the Core 9, but somewhere in that range and not be all the way up to Core 17. It's just, it's not the author's thing. It's just like when you try to, like, build one of these with a good amount of firepower on it that could actually do some decent damage to POIs, then it seems like they're just, the amount of CPU you need for it with all the extra cores seems to be pretty crazy. So I've seen a lot of SV fighters now that are maxed out at Core 17, and they look like they should probably be around Core 9s. So I don't know. I don't like the numbers. I don't like the numbers with the CPU on SVs, especially when it comes to guns. With miners and stuff, I don't have any issues with it. It's just the guns, I think. Either they just cost too much CPU, or other parts in it just cost too much CPU, I think. But yeah, very cool there. Hold on, let's take a look at the main here. Stock shield on here, 28,436. Storage wise, got the Orion. There we are. So we got I like how the ammo set up. So we got like 3 different ammo setups on here for different kinds of ammunition, and they're labeled on there. That's an interesting way to go about that. So we got a railgun ammo, and it's 5,000 or 5,600 for that. 24 or about 2,500 for your laser, and 875 for our 12.7 for the Gatling gun on there. So yeah, very cool. Very cool build here again. This is the Orion 2RE by Nitro Romance. Very cool. All right, so another SV. I think another fighter too. Got quite a few fighters this week here. So this one is the RCGS Delta Phantom at RE2 by Rune Channel. So another RE2 fighter here. This one doesn't look like it has as much guns on it, but I believe it's going to be probably a lot lower CPU and things like that too. But yeah, nice looking fighter. Like the color scheme and the general shape and design of it. And the wing tail section. We got some yellow texture lights in the build here. This one looks like it's doing some missile launchers, I think. And I like that nose area there too. Oh, check that out. These are actually thrusters here for forward, but they're actually turned the other way, and they look like intakes kind of on the sides over there. That looks really interesting. Well, I like the wingtips here too. So we got kind of a block built like antenna or like Star Wars like laser cannon. That's cool. I got a looks like a minigun turret there, and what is this gun here? Plasma cannons there. Oh, what did I do? I hit buttons. There we go. Go away. Jeez. Stop. There we are. Clear out the HUD again. There we are. Sorry about that. I accidentally kind of fat fingered something there on the keyboard, and that was screwing me all up. Very nice. So over here, oh, you can see one of the cargo extensions. I like how the author used that texture there to actually put on display, because it does look like a hatch or something like that right there, which is really cool. And again, this one I don't believe has an interior either. Very nice looking SV though. I really like the shape and the stuff on it. It's really interesting how this is working with the thrusters are all kind of backwards from what you would think they would be. Even on the back. Well, these are actually reverse thrusters here again. And we got this big one here for our forward thrust. And our strafing thrust is along the sides over here. So yeah, actually it looks pretty thrusty. And we got some lift thrust down there on the front and back. Yeah, nicely detailed in here too. Like how that kind of sits. A different choice with landing gear there, but that actually looks pretty nice. It's a bit of a Star Wars look to it as well. A25. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Let me just fly through the inside a second here. I'm sure it's all packed full of parts. I just want to see if I've seen a warp drive on this one. Is that what? I don't think so. No, that's the big rear thruster there. So I don't think this one has a warp drive either. But again, I kind of agree with that. I probably wouldn't put a warp drive on a combat SV either, because again, CPU, the amount of size, more stuff to protect, and I highly doubt I would like take the SV to go warp to another planet away from my CV, and then attack something, and then like come back with almost nothing, because you're not going to have much storage room for loot and stuff. So yeah, it wouldn't make a lot of sense, I don't think, to have a warp drive on here. Oh, look at the LCD right on the cockpit here. Oh, it kind of like lists. I got to get in there and see what that looks like. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, it kind of tells you what your HUD stuff would be. So you got a spotlight, weapon, turret, thruster. Huh. Cute. That's neat. Alright, let's look at some numbers here. So, unlock level 20, size class 1, 93 forward, 23 strafing, 49 lift, 31 reverse, and 17 down. Got 3 fuel tanks, 2 oxygen tanks. Detector, we got 2 homing missile launchers of the light type, 4 light Gatling turrets, and 1 light plasma cannon launcher. 1 hour and 9 minute build time is all. Yeah, not needing anything too special. A couple bridges, a little bit of Zacosium in there, but not much at all. CPU wise, it's set to 21,000, using 19,000 out of that, which will translate. Looks like a Core 7 here. We'll make sure of that. Yep. So Core 7, 2 basic, 2 improved, 2 advanced CPU cores. It does have a shield on board, 6,053 shield hit points. You have some P menu options here for quite a few things too. spotlights, weapons, turrets, thrusters, the large thruster, scanning, and hull shield. So a lot of power management options with the P menu. Storage. Let's see. Where are we? I don't know what I'm looking at here. Stuff the Onyx. I don't see it in here. Actually, unless it's, oh wait, is it the A25? It's the A25. It's the A25. It's got a different name than what the ship name is on my list. So that was okay. So it's the A25. So we got an ammo container or controller actually at 2375. Beyond that, a Pentaxid tank. So yeah, just to know, it's A25 listed as in the actual name. Very cool. Very cool build here. So again, this is the RCGS Delta Phantom RE2 by Rune Channel, also known as the A25. Very cool build. Awesome looking SV. All right, so next build here. We've got another, well, this isn't Kriel. This is not Kriel. It's similar, but this is different. So this is the Onyx Reforged Eden 2 by Jetme Mendo. Jetme Mendo. I've got the author name right there. So this looks like a combat CV built out of a lot of Xeno, from what I'm gathering here. A lot of these blocks or textures are specific to Xeno itself, and I have a feeling that the whole hull, at least on the whole front side of it, I think all of it actually is built out of Xeno, and a lot of guns and weapons on here too. But yeah, that looks very cool. It's a little different. It's not textured exactly like the Kriel. It's got a different tone of like purple-ish, and it's more of a whiter purpley color. But yeah, very cool. Looks tough. Look at all these turrets on here with a good line of sight as well, and then there's a whole number of launchers on here as well. You can see those towards the back areas over here. Looks like multiples of these whatever these guys are. So we got the dual cannon mediums, and it looks like it's got 8 of them on the back. Oh, wow. And then even on top here, we've got, oh, these are all artillery turrets over here. No, they're not. They're asteroid excavators. Oh. So this blows up all the bad guys in the area, and then it gets the asteroids. That's what this does. Yeah, that's a pretty mean little beast here. It kind of means some business. Plus, it's gonna get all your asteroids too. That's cool. I didn't expect that. So a whole set of these asteroid mining turrets up here, and then a lot of firepower to clear away any bad guys near those asteroids, and then some. Yeah, that's cool. Again, this looks like a pretty mean ship here to be messing with. For the bad guys, at least. I'm going to fly in the front here and take a look at our structure. Yeah, we do have decoy turrets, decoy generators, decoy thrusters. And it looks like the whole nose here is a hardened Xeno thing full of decoys. And the actual interior of the ship doesn't really start until you get to these medium shield parts, I think. Or are they the large ones? Oops. Oh, we'll take a look at the shield strike. I think they're the mediums, but I'm not 100% sure on that. No, they were mediums. My bad. Oh, on the back here, too, I think we have a long-range radar. A legit, or long-range radar array. The biggest radar in the game there for a CV. Not thinking for anything, actually. So that's cool. Yeah, this thing looks like it's a really tough ship here. I gotta find a way aboard here. Let me check the bottom side. I want to see if we have any. Oh yes, we do. So that looks like a good look. Well, hold on. We didn't even look at the back side yet. Very much there. So yeah, big old long range radar. As in, it's like thrusters and stuff I think they're internal because I'm not seeing. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, we got some thrusters right over on the outer wingtips there. But I'm not seeing too much in the thrusters. They're either tucked in there pretty good, or some of them are just kind of built on the interior. But really cool block work and stuff, too. This is pretty interesting combination of blocks. And it kind of like flows from this angled piece, and then you got this other angled piece with the texture lights on the sides there. Looks kind of, yeah, cool looking block combo, like multiple parts all kind of fits together. And then there are also these the wing design over here is really cool. How it's got the like extra center beam, then it goes forward, and it kind of has this whole shape pattern there, which is cool. All right, so let's get back to the bottom here. And here, let me get here, and I will adjust the lights. So as soon as you walk in, a whole lot of small shield parts. It's like a 8-pack of those. That might max those out right there, I think. And we got elevators probably off to either side here. Let's go to the next deck. So right into 4-pack of deconstructors right over here. Cool looking room. I like all the block work in the room area here. Oh yeah, we're right up next to the pilot seats right here too. We got a clone chamber right behind the pilot seat. That's convenient. So yeah, I think these deconstructors are used for the asteroid mining. I believe. I think that is a that's why there's so many. I'm taking a good guess at that. I haven't done asteroid mining with this kind of thing, this setup before, so I'm a little bit in the dark with it, but I think that is the process, and that would make sense to have all the deconstructors if that's the case. So let's go up another deck here. Oh, okay, so bigger deck on the top side. We got a medical bay, we got a shower. Looks like quite a few storage or ammo controllers on the sides here. And then we got a record production area. So we got some advanced constructors, a couple of those. Cool looking, yeah, a lot of detail on the inside with the block work and everything. Armor locker, fridge. Yeah, kind of like tiered utility. Oh, we got a like a quick way in, actually, for maybe a small SV or something might fit in there too. But yeah, definitely a way into the ship. And we got a front first-person cockpit as well, and with O2 and a med bay over here, a couple passenger seats, and yeah, looking way over there. So yeah, you can either sit back in third person, or you can be up here. This is actually quite safe because you got all that ship in front of you with all the decoys. So you could certainly fly in first person as well and be pretty safe. It's even safer with that first cockpit that we came in at as well. And I just want to see if there's anything else I missed in here. Okay, that was the top of the elevator there, and the main core is way back over there up top. So yeah, very, very cool for a combat ship. Looks like it's going to be pretty effective. And it looks nice too. Yeah, it looks nice at night as well. It kind of lights up there. That, again, a pretty cool shape to this build here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. What the heck? All right. Well, anyway, here, let me get the lights back going here a second. Looks good at night. And in space. It looks fairly scary. Let's take a look at some numbers here. So, unlock level 25, size class 4, 34, 21 strafing, 31 lift, 30 reverse, 31 down, 2 fuel tanks, 2 oxygen tanks. A lot of guns on here. A lot of these are these colonist missile turrets. So you would need those specific turrets that you have to get in game. I used those on one of my builds too, and then I realized that you couldn't. I don't think you can build them. I think you have to buy them. But don't quote me on that because I could be wrong. So we do have this. There was actually 6 asteroid excavator turrets on here. It's got 4 laser drills as well. Oh, so it does regular asteroid mining too. I didn't even see those. Dual medium cannons, long range radar array, modulated laser turrets. Yeah, very cool. 17-hour and 14-minute build time. It's going to need a lot of quantum processors and superconductors and some of these other parts. It's running a lot of high-end stuff on it. We got a crystal moon poster in there. Heat exchangers, reactor core. That's something I didn't actually see when I was floating around in here, is its power setup. But it sounds like it has a fusion reactor. Yeah, right over there. So it's in its own little room here. Big one too, I think. That is the yeah, that is the 5x5x5 fusion reactor for its power. Again, it's a pretty protected area. This whole section over here is quite defended. Obviously, you could lose the yeah. This is, I'm flying through solid blocks here too. It's not an open hallway. So this is, I mean, to try to shoot that fusion reactor, you'd have to go through the whole front of the ship, and then this whole room area full of all this stuff, and then eventually you get over to the fusion reactor, which has like a double block wall in between there too. I'm sure of all Xeno. I think again the whole ship is built of Xeno. And just take a look at the Xeno material usage. Yeah, 73,820 of Xeno material on there. But yeah, it looks looks mean, looks nasty, and it's gonna take and it's gonna mine in all your asteroids and blow up all your ships. So that's what it does. Storage wise, it let's take a look here. So we got a main cargo bay at 640K, our deconstructor bay at 320K, cargo rare another 640, ammo at 320, and we got a fridge and protection tank beyond that. One last thing, stock shield on here. This is probably gonna have a big boy shield, 164,297 on shield hit points stock. So yeah, very cool build here. Again, this is the Onyx Reforged Eden 2 by Jet May Mendo. Very cool build. Alright, so next we've got, I think we got a little CV miner here. I think that's a CV. Yeah, I think this is a CV. So this is the Moss, or MAUS RE2 by Swampy Feet. And this looks like a very compact CV miner. Oh, that is small for a CV miner. Oh, wow, that's kind of cool. I didn't know you can quite build them this small. So we got 6 laser drills here, it looks like. Yeah, these are the standard yeah, laser drills. And got a couple spotlights there. Oh, look at that, we got an elevator like right on the bottom there to get in. And this is actually how it sits on the ground too. It's very compact. The landing gear come right down to there, and it kind of rests the lower hull right on the ground there. Reverse thrust there, strafing thrust. Oh wow, our forward thrust is right there, and we got a couple of generators on the back. It looks like a long range radar too. Yeah, real long range radar. Well, it's very sensible for a CV miner. I wouldn't want to be running around getting asteroids without a long range radar. You can see a Pentaxia tank, I believe, down in here too. Yeah, but this is really super compact. This may be the smallest CV miner I've seen, and it looks like it has a shield on here as well, compact shield. But yeah, it's a very compact creation, so that is fitting. Wow. Yeah, that is just so small. It almost looks like an SV. I mean, if I took one of my CV miners, like one of the Plutus ones, to put it next to this thing, I mean, those things are gargantuan compared to this. Okay, so one thing I am trying to figure out, though, is how do you get... Oh, never mind. Yeah, you take the elevator right here. That's a pretty slick way on the inside. Then you're right up to the cockpit here. And inside you got a fridge, and I think that's O2 right there. Controller right there. So yeah, it's right to the point. Oh, that's cool. Wow, that is like, don't quote me on this, but I think this is the smallest CV miner I've seen to date. Especially it's got a 6 drill setup on it too, which is, you know, pretty good. But yeah, ultra compact. I mean, that's cool. That is really really cool. I'm impressed. I think yeah, kudos for the smallest CV miner, especially with a 6 drill setup I believe I've ever seen in game, and it also has a shield. It doesn't have a warp drive. I can tell you that right now because there won't be enough blocks on it to put a warp drive basically. But it does have a shield. Does have everything else you would need for mining. Does have the big radar on it, or the long range radar. Yeah, that's cool. That is very cool. Take a look at some numbers on here. Unlock level 25, size class 1, 28 forward, 14 strafing, 28 lift, 28 reverse, 28 down, 2 fuel tanks, 1 oxygen tank. Do have the 6 laser drills and the long range radar. 40. Wow. Wow. 42 minute, 45 second build time. Are you serious? Not very expensive either. I'm looking at, you know, its resource costs here. And obviously, you need the advanced upgrade kits for 1 for the radar and 1 each for each of the drills. And that's where the 7 come in. But yeah, this is that's impressively impressive for its size and cost too. CPU wise, it's a Core 1. A little under that actually. 177,000 CPU used. Not Core 1. And obviously, it doesn't have a warp drive, but you do have a shield. Stock shield on here, 6004. You do have P menu options for a scanner and the drill. Storage wise, we've got a fridge on board. Fridge in there. We got a harvest bay at 175K and a Podex tank. That's it. I didn't think it had any production going on in here, like constructors and that kind of thing. Well, it's again for the CPU and what this is. Yeah, you're not gonna probably fit all that in there and make it more expensive. Yeah, this is super impressive for its size and capabilities. 6 drill CV miner that's about the size of a, you know, an SV almost. With long range radar, and it's got the you know, good amount of storage on it for harvest storage, and really quite inexpensive to spawn in, especially for the type of creation that it is, and a low build time too. So very very nice, very nice. Kind of thinking out of the box here on the CV miner. I never thought about doing anything quite like this before, like ultra compact. But it would mine fast. I mean, 6 drills, 6 laser drills, and flying around like this, you'd be able to get resources fairly quickly here. That's cool. Again, this is the Moss by RE2 by Swampy Feet. Very, very nice. Impressive. Again, I think it takes the record for the smallest CV miner I've seen. Probably the cheapest, too. All right, so the last build of the day. This was, by the way, this was in new releases. So was this one. So next build here is the Atlas 2 RE2 by LD, and I thought this looked really really cool. This looks like kind of, I'm guessing a starter vessel. It's got a lot of upgrade stuff that you see going on in here. In fact, it looks like you can put in like some reverse drive thrusters there. Cool looking bridge and color scheme. Very clean looking build here. Yeah, a lot of upgrade potential here for strafing thrust in 2 different sections there. A lot of down thrust as well, and a lot of turret mount positions. Looks like we got a double hangar door coming into the top. Place for a radar over here. More turrets on the backside. Now, this looks really nice. Very, I like the color scheme, the black and gray. Actually, it actually works pretty good for it. And just, yeah, we do have some sentry guns built in. It looks like we got side lights, more turret. There's turret locations and stuff all over the place on here. And there's like a different type, maybe representing a different kind of turret, plus a bunch of sentry guns on here stock. But what I'm seeing, though, is it looks like it's going to be quite inexpensive. And I definitely think this is a starter type creation here. That's cool. That is cool. So, yeah, it looks like the hangar bay, the only hangar bay, I believe, is up on the top. So there's, oh, no, I'm wrong. Oh, check that out. Sneaky door. Sneaky door going to the hangar in the back. That's cool. Oh, I like how that's done, too. And then the texture light across there. We still have some things retracted on here too. I think we got some more sentry guns in the build here. Let me turn on all the guns here a second. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that, a 3-pack there. That's cool. That's cool. That's kind of got that, I don't know. Just kind of a neat looking build there. I like the way the bridge is set up as well. Cool looking glass work up there. Got, yeah. And again, it looks really inexpensive. I mean, but pretty good size though. I mean, it's not super dinky or anything like that. It's just doesn't look like it's going to cost a whole heck of a lot based on the parts that are on here currently. Very nice, very nice. All right, so we do have some side doors coming into the bridge. I want to see if there's any doors on the bottom side here. Oh. Wow. Is that green? That's green. Hold on. That's different. It's all like very very uniform black and gray. And then we got there. We're going way too dark here. Let's try something like that. Alright, I'm gonna come in through here. And I think the green is just on that one doorway frame there. As soon as we get in, oh yeah, nicely done on the inside. Again, clean. Oh, this is part of a farming section, isn't it? Yes, it is. That's why it's green. Grow plots. So yeah, we got it's like 18 grow 18 grow plots there, and more over here. Oh, that's cool. So you can actually get a decent amount of grow plots in, but they're all they're colored in green there. So remove the Mark IV and add in your grow plots. And, you know, of course, you could use the RE Reforged Eden style grow plots as well in there. That's cool. That's cool. I think 36 total grow plots in there. Let's check out the rest of this floor here before I move on. So, oh, we got we got the labeled storage bays over here. I like that. I used to do that all the time. It was fun. Adds a little detail, but yeah, a bunch of storage controllers in here. Shield charger location. I like the info LCDs in here telling you where stuff goes. Advanced shield generator. Oh yeah, it's got the little compact shield in there now, but you can put in the full size shield. That's a cool looking shield compartment there. Yeah, all the heavy glass there too to protect it. Yeah, so yeah, like a bunch of places for CPU parts up here, advanced and improved CPU blocks, shield chargers, deconstructor over here. We got a 4-pack of small constructors. Of course, you could put an advanced constructor there if you wanted. And on the other side, we got one advanced constructor and a place for another. Looks like we got it. Yeah, this is part of our. This is part of the actually walking in from the lower area, so you can roll in like a smaller HP or SP, park it in here as well, and it doubles as a hangar bay a little bit for small stuff. It doesn't have a huge, you know, you're not going to get anything too big in there, but yeah, definitely, yeah, like little scarabs and things like that are perfect. You know, maybe a little SV miner or something like that. That's cool. And they, yeah, this shield bay in the middle here, that looks really cool the way that's done up. All right, so let's hit this Let's get this elevator here. Go up to the next deck. So, yeah, coming into the bridge. Like how that looks. Really cool looking glass work on the front. And we got some more information about the upgrades. Turret locations marked. 24 locations for turrets. All other upgrades marked with LCDs throughout ship. That's, yeah, and a lot of locations for your drive thrusters and medium thrusters as well. I notice that you could actually, you know, if you fully upgraded all the thrusters on the outside that just with the indicated blocks, you'd have a pretty quick flying ship. Like the quick way into the bridge over here from the sides. Yeah, nice looking block work in there. And inside of here, we've got a full medical bay, basically. All our specialized equipment plus a shower. And if we go straight back this way. Oh, yeah, this is the actual top hangar, though. That looks cool. I like the blinky lights and automatic doors and everything like that. Got a med bay right over there, O2. So, yeah, you can park a little larger, like SVs or smaller CVs. In this area, and we can walk right across here. Looks like our warp room / generator room. So yeah, you got a warp drive there. We got a couple of the 1x3 generators, but I believe this is 6 blocks long by 2x2, so you could replace those with advanced generators, and they'd fit in there. And that's kind of right above the hangar area, and I think that's pretty much where it stops right there. So right to the point, you got farming, you got production. A lot of upgrade potential. You can put a lot of guns on here, a lot of thrusters on here. You can bring around some other creations with you, both small stuff in the bottom and a little bit bigger in the top hangar bay there, and get right up into that bridge area. So yeah, very straightforward, to the point. Looks like a very good functional starter CV. That can be kind of expanded into doing some combat or yeah, whatever I guess you feel like doing. But yeah, definitely probably a secondary focus of combat with all those turret locations and everything like that. So yeah, nicely thought out. All right, so this one here, unlock level 15, size class 3, 23 forward, 15 strafing, 31 lift, 23 reverse, 15 down, 10 fuel tanks, 4 oxygen tanks. It does have, looks like 11 sentry guns on here, and 2 light Gatling turrets and a detector. 6 hour and 2 minute build time. Not needing anything special whatsoever, which is really, really cool. If you notice, no nothing. Fancy weird parts to get from POIs or to buy or anything like that. You can get all this from, well, you are going to need, it is using some atomic bridges. So it's not a core 1. It is 270. It's not much above a core 1. Oh yeah, look at that. It's a core 3. So our main core, 2 basic CPU cores on here, and that is it. Yeah, so 270,000 CPU. Only got about 30,000 left over there too. One thing I wanted to check on is, I don't think it would have one. So standard warp drive, I figured that. I know when you add in the advanced, it ups the unlock level of the creation and might introduce some different resource costs that you don't want in the starter. Stock shield on here is 8,658. Does have quite a lot of P menu options in here. Upgrade LCDs, a lot of power management stuff, and some different ramps and scanners and drills, and yeah, a lot of stuff. So drills. So hold on. This is set up for mining. Drills. I was kind of looking. I guess there could be a lot of different kinds of drills. Oh yeah. I didn't quite notice that right over here. There is a 8-pack of locations to add some laser CV mining drills here. Oh wow. So I was all like secondary function of combat, but no, I'm kind of wrong on that. Secondary function is mining. It's just you can make it kind of beefy with the turrets too, because there's a lot of places to put lot of guns on here. On top of that, but yeah, you got a 8-pack of mining drill locations up here. It's already kind of set up for that on the inside. Even has a P menu option for power management for those. That's cool. That's cool. Very, very useful feature there too. So very well thought out CV. I mean, with all this stuff, with the farming, with the all of it. You know, pretty unique design there. Let's see what else we're gonna look at. Let's look at the storage here. So we've got a nicely labeled storage. We got 2 harvest bays at 320k each. We got 2 ammo bays at 320k each. We've got 4 material bays at about 320, a little bit more than 320 each. 4 product bays at 320, slightly over 320 each on those, and then our Pentaxid tank. So that would be like 8, 10, 12 320k total storage bays. Of course, 2 harvest and 2 ammo out of the group there. So yeah, very, very nice build. Very nice build. And I think this is a new author to me too. I don't recall the author name before, which is LD. But again, this is the Atlas 2 RE2 by LD. Very nice build. Cool looking starter CV. A lot of function in there. A lot of upgrade potential. A lot of useful potential in game with drilling or mining, and yeah, I don't know. You get this beefed up with enough turrets on there, you can mess with some lesser space targets too, and see how that works out. I think excuse me. I think the hull on here is steel, so I wouldn't call this a dedicated combat CV or anything like that, but definitely, you can definitely defend itself and probably mess with some smaller, a little easier targets out in the galaxy there. So yeah, very nice. And other than that, that is the last build this week. And yeah, really cool builds by everyone again. This week actually had quite a few like smaller SVs and stuff like that, which is kind of cool to see. And there's one CV that looks like it could be an SV because it's so small, the smallest CV miner ever. I don't know. I could be wrong on that. Maybe there's some other CV miner out there that's small like that, or I don't know if you can get much smaller than that. I think there are limitations on how small you could have a 6 drill CV miner. That's pretty much it. But yeah, really impressed with that. Really cool starter CV. Really cool. Yeah, I'm gonna kill you and take your asteroid CV. And all the different fighters over here and things like that. Very, very nice. And of course, our iconic Star Destroyer over here that is really trying to look like a Star Destroyer, and it really does. So, and our really cool Kriel build over here as well. So yeah, other than that, y'all have yourself a wonderful weekend. I'll probably be back with a regular video, build video on Monday, again on a new experimental miner that I'll try to work out over the weekend here. Other than that, I will see you later.